Rebecca Bliefnick, successful nurse and devoted mom of 3, was tragically killed by her husband, Timothy. Fortunately, justice has been served. Timothy has been found guilty. Let's go into more of Rebecca's amazing life. Hi everyone, Empowering True Crime, Alex here. I have been called to share more of the stories of the victims, survivors, missing persons, and the heroes, the unsung heroes. And Becky Bliefnick was definitely an unsung hero. She was incredibly devoted to her kids. She had 3 boys, but also she was a first responder. She was a nurse. So just an incredible leader, not only in her field, but in her community, and just going to be a terrible, terrible loss for this community and for her family. So I wanted to share her obituary because it was really beautifully written and just so touching. So here is Rebecca's obituary. She was born on November 19th, 1981, date of passing February 23rd, 2023. The funeral was held on March 3rd at St. Peter Church, Quincy, Illinois. And it says here, Quincy native Rebecca Bernadette Possel Bliefnick was murdered in her home on February 23rd, 2023. She was just 41 years old. Despite the circumstances of her death, she's remembered for the life she cherished, a life of compassion, generosity, faith, and fierce love for her family. Becky was born in Quincy, Illinois, attending Payson Seymour Elementary School, followed by Quincy Notre Dame High School, where she was named valedictorian. Wow. I didn't know that. So she was a great student. The first of many academic and professional honors in her lifetime. She graduated cum laude from Quincy University with a bachelor's degree in biological science with a minor in chemistry, and worked for Sanofi Aventis, I think that's how it's pronounced, as one of their top performing pharmaceutical sales representatives. Wow, so she was really successful in school. But Becky always envisioned herself working hands-on in the medical profession. So it was no surprise when she left pharmaceuticals for a career in nursing, her true calling, where she was able to provide care and comfort to people on a daily basis. Becky graduated summa cum laude from Blessing Riemann College of Nursing and Health Sciences, as well as receiving the Faculty Outstanding Senior Award. Even more remarkably, she gave birth to her 3rd child during spring break of her senior year, only missing 1 day of school. Becky worked for Quincy Medical Group in gastrointestinal surgery before transitioning to Blessing Hospital's emergency room. During the COVID pandemic, she additionally worked as a travel nurse at both Northeast Regional Medical Center in Kirksville, Missouri, and Hannibal Regional Hospital in Hannibal, Missouri. In 2020, Becky was nominated for the International Daisy Award, which honors exceptional care given by extraordinary nurses. The nomination testimonial stated, "I got to kiss my husband and tell him how much I loved him, all because of Becky. There are no words to express how grateful I am to her for what she did." Beyond her registered nurse RN credentials, she was also a certified trauma nurse specialist, a TNS, and a sexual assault nursing examiner, SANE. At the time of her death, she worked at Blessing Hospital in vascular access and was working toward her nurse practitioner certification. So she was very successful in the nursing field. And I mean, I see here it's amazing. She's a specialist certified in trauma, and also she was an SA examiner. So that's amazing. In addition to her career, Becky always made time for service. According to members of the St. Peter's Grade School Association, where Becky volunteered for the last 5 years, Becky was a tremendous asset and always willing to help or pitch in. Whether it was coordinating the mother-son event, planning the teacher conference luncheons, or coordinating the school's room mothers, her love of animals led her to volunteering at Homeward Bound Wagon, a nonprofit all-volunteer animal rescue group. Becky was also slated to begin volunteering in the spring at Quest Stables, which focuses on providing therapeutic riding services. As dedicated as she was to her professional pursuits, her most profound devotion was to her family. Her boys were her world, her life's greatest gifts. She was the quintessential boy mom, aptly illustrated by building for Halloween Transformers costumes that actually transformed, creating custom first day of school posters each year, and jumping all in with fishing and frog hunting and anything sports. Her Catholic faith was of great importance, and she worked diligently to instill her love for God in her boys. Becky's friends and colleagues regale countless stories of how she brightened their lives, going above and beyond with her time, energy, and generosity. From dropping in to check on a friend with a migraine, to dropping off a crib to a friend in need and staying to help assemble it, she paid it forward. Small gestures with lasting impact. She always found a way to highlight the achievements of others while never demanding the spotlight, although she deserved it often. Becky loved to laugh, and that laugh was contagious. Everyone that knew her remembers her random humor. She made the mundane fun. For the upcoming School Olympics, she envisioned an obstacle course ending with a whoopee cushion fart to stop the timer. Becky's beautiful life will forever be cherished by her parents, her children, her sister, brother-in-law, and nieces, and her aunts, cousins, and extended family. Becky said recently, if the past year has reinforced any of my beliefs, it is that of the importance of and value of family, and clearly I have the best one. A mass of Christian burial will be Friday, March 3rd, in the Church of St. Peter. So it says here, in lieu of flowers, donations to a memorial fund to be established in Becky's name can be made to GoFundMe. And we'll go there in just a second. But here are people giving comments to her. I'm sorry to hear the tragic loss and death of Becky. So I hope they have a nurse honor guard service. That's interesting. So some beautiful words of condolences here. And let's go to this GoFundMe. So it's the Becky Bliefnick Memorial and Support Fund. And this looks like it was created by Sarah Riley. And it says, my sister and best friend Becky was murdered in her home. She was just 41 years old. She leaves behind 3 young children and an entire community who loved her more than anything. Becky always envisioned herself working hands-on in the medical profession, so it was no surprise when she chose career nursing, her true calling. So it looks like some of this was taken from the obituary. So there's a $250,000 goal. They've raised over $100,000. So that's incredible. And so on June 1st, it says here, post-verdict update. We should not be living in a world where a crime like this is possible. We should not have to suffer a life without Becky, who was robbed of her life in the most hateful, cowardly, and cruel way. Her boys were robbed of a loving, devoted mother. I was robbed of my sister and my best friend. My parents were robbed of their daughter. And as a parent myself, I cannot imagine a greater torture. Becky was a niece, an aunt, and a cousin, a friend, a colleague, and a caregiver. All those who love her carry heavy heartache in the wake of this tragedy. The judicial process cannot bring her back, nor can it heal our wounds, but we are relieved that the verdict delivers justice, and we are thankful for all who made it a reality. Our family would like to express our eternal gratitude for the tenacity, professionalism, and compassion shown by the Quincy Police Department, the State Attorney's Office, and the jury of her peers, who all had to face such horrible realities to bring forward this resolution. Specifically, we want to thank Detectives Kowick and Eddy, Josh Jones, Laura Keck, and Tricia Hubbard, who have all worked so tirelessly in pursuit of the truth. We also want to thank the media who have shined a light on Becky's life with respect and dignity. As a family of faith, we are deeply thankful for our family, friends, and the complete strangers who have rallied around us and prayed for us during these incredibly dark days. We live with the hope that the worst moment of our lives cannot define who we are as we pick up the pieces to raise Becky's boys in the way we know she would want. While life cannot be normal in the ways it once was, such love and support does help restore the belief that the world does, in fact, have more good than evil. As they go forward with the certain truth that their father murdered their mother, we ask that you keep Becky's 3 incredible boys in your prayers. We will move forward by leaning on each other and our faith for healing. We will speak of Becky warmly and often, remembering the way she lived and loved, not the way she died. She will be missed forever and loved always. Oh my gosh. And this is why I wanted to share this, because I don't want her to be seen as a victim. She was incredibly talented, smart, successful, devoted. She was of service. I mean, she was an incredible human. Now there's left behind the family picking up the pieces of not only the tragedy, but taking care of these 3 young boys that did not need to lose a mother and a father now. So again, let's continue to keep the family in our prayers. Let me know what you think. What was the biggest takeaway that you had of Becky? I just think so incredible. Her caring, being a caregiver, says so much about who she is, that she would change careers and go into healthcare. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell notification so that you get notified anytime I post or go live. With that, remember to keep it empowering, trust your intuition, and stay thriving, my friends. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Thank you.